Hello guys, welcome back. Today we'll see how to take a melody like this and turn it into something like. Step number one is to identify what key you're in. The easy way to do is to figure out all the different notes that you're playing in your melody, and then from there you can figure out what the keys. For example, here we're using these notes. A key usually has 7 different notes. So what you can do is you can play all these notes. Usually you can play all these notes in the same string and figure out where the gap is, and then try the different options in that gap and see which sounds more in tune. For example, we can play this in F, G, A in this string line, and then continue from these 3 notes that you already had in that low E string. So it will sound something like. And then we go back to the first note that we have here, F. Okay. So as you can see, the gap lies in this area between these 2 notes. We need only one more note, and we have these 2 options, which is D sharp and E. So you can try to play all these notes together and then try both the options to see which one sounds more in tune. So to me, the D sharp note sounds more in tune than the E note. If you know all the notes that are in a melody, you can just Google it and get the key. In our case, all these notes form either the G minor key or the A sharp major key. Why am I saying 2 different keys instead of 1? Because G minor is the relative minor of the A sharp major scale. This is a topic on its own which I can cover later, but for now let's just take that this song is in the key of A sharp major. The second step is to identify all the chords that you have in your key. So depending on if it's a major key or a minor key, you have all these following chords available to you. So in this A sharp major scale, we have the following chords: A sharp major, C minor, D minor, D sharp major, F major, G minor, and A minor flat 5. If these flat 5 chords and diminished chords are difficult for you to understand, you can just skip them for now. So usually you'll have at least 6 chords that you're already familiar with, which you can play very easily. The third step is to try out different chords over a melody. As a general rule of thumb, it's always best to pick the chords which has the melody notes in them. For example, in this first line, we have the notes F, G, and A sharp. So let's say I choose to use a chord over this phrase and another chord over this phrase. So our scale has 3 chords which has the note G in it: D sharp major, G minor, and C minor. So it's safe to use either of these chords over this note. And for the second part, so this A sharp note is present in the following 3 chords: A sharp major and D sharp major. So it's safe to use all these 3 chords. So let's say, for example, we choose the first chord as C minor and the second chord as G minor. So it would sound something like. Or you could also use C minor and D sharp major. Since we chose chords that has the melody note in them, it goes along well with the melody. But each of these chords give a little different vibe to the song, so you can choose which feels better for you. In the beginning of this video, when I was playing these lines, I was using the chords D sharp major and G minor. But if you would have noticed, I was not playing the entire chord. I was only playing the bass note and the melody. So that is the fourth step. Once you kind of choose which chords you want to play over the melody, you can choose different variations and different positions of the chord. For example, you can play the D sharp major like this, or you can also play it like this, or you can also play it like this. There are a lot of different ways to play the same chord across the fretboard, and you can try a few of those options to see which sounds better. And also you can choose to play only a few notes instead of the entire chord and see which sounds better. It basically boils down to your personal taste. So in our example, we're going to play only the bass note for this part and only the bass note for this part as well. And for the second part of the melody, we're choosing the D sharp major and the F major. Here I'm playing a D sharp major 7 chord with the 7th note here instead of playing it like this. So this is the fourth step. Once you decide what chords and what chord positions you want to play over the melody, you can go ahead and add some more details. For example, adding seventh chords, or adding slides, or adding hammer on pull-offs. All these things could enhance sound a little more beautiful. For example, here we are adding a slide between, which sounds even cooler than. So we are adding a slide there. And here, instead of just a D sharp major chord, we are trying to use a major seventh chord. If you see here, I'm playing the F major chord like this. You can also play the F major like this. You can also play it like this. And out of all these options, I found it better to play like this. Likewise, you can also experiment with different chords, different chord positions, and different chord tones to use over the melody, and which one sounds better for you. Thank you guys, that's all for today. I hope this helps.